The nature of well-being, building resilience. Now a look at things that throw us off track.
First of all, there are external events that largely are outside of our control. And the effect of that is it will destabilise our trees. And in doing so, it will activate evolutionary parts of our brain, which ultimately were there to be helpful, to help us to survive previously, but largely these days are unhelpful and can have a damaging effect on our mental health. And in this model, there is represented by a lizard, our whiner lizard, that's motivated by a fear of death. And as a result, it tends to be an irrational worrier. So it'll tell you why not to do things all the time. On the other hand, we have our wild monkey, which is motivated by a fear of rejection. Therefore, it likes to look good to other people. It thinks that that's what it needs in order to be accepted. So it's more aggressive and it likes winning. So as we say, by and large, the messages that we get from our lizard and monkey parts of the brain are largely unhelpful these days. And unfortunately, they're also quite fixed areas of our brain. But the good news is that we can keep those parts of the brain quiet. Now, one way of doing that is with who I like to call the wise and watchful owl. And that's the part of our brain that uses intellect and experience to have a more rational outlook on things, has a better perspective, can see the bigger picture, and can use sense to calm down the lizard and the monkey parts of the brain. Another way in which we can make sure that those areas of the brain are kept quiet are through developing the strength of our trunks and our roots, as we've already talked about. Therefore, we're less likely to get upset by external events, and we have more resilience in the face of adversity. And therefore, our ants are also able to keep circulating around the tree without getting stuck, without getting put off track by the messages from the monkey and the lizard.
External events can activate unhelpful parts of our brain, but we can train ourselves to override these unhelpful messages, and also having good general health, nutritionally, physically, purposefully, and with our relationships can give us a strong foundation that can keep us more stable. Up next, we'll be looking at how we can harness happy hormones.